Hello and welcome to the £200 to £10,000 Vince Trading Blog Challenge. Pretty self-explanatory. I've given myself £200 to start with and I'm going to trade it up to 10,000 and you guys are going to watch my journey doing it, proving to you guys that it is possible. So, without any further ado, let's start. My Euro USD trade has actually just closed, which is absolutely fantastic news. So what I'll be looking for now, if you can see this is in a range, is we'll probably look for some kind of reversal signal to trade this back up and basically just make the most of the fact that this is in a range. The profit on that, I believe, was about £14, which if you consider that the movement, what I entered to trade here, so that's a few hours work for that. It's actually a really good little trade. Other trades I've just got going on at the moment is Euro Pound, Australian Japanese Yen, Euro AUD, and Pound Japan, which is doing fantastically well. And there's a lot more to fall on this as well. If I just quickly show you. I basically sit with much more kind of longer term trades, and I entered this one just because we had the sort of the signals here. It had broken out of its sort of range, and also if we zoom out, look at this, massive thing here. So my hope is that it goes down to this level, and as you can see, £77 on 0.3 is not to be sniffed at. It's definitely doable. It just takes a lot more time. But the beauty with starting off with such a small amount of money is when you trade at like £1, £2, £3 spreads, the figures in front of you are absolutely mental. Like it's insane the sort of numbers you're looking at. So it's quite often the temptation to just sort of be like, oh my god, there's so much, I'm just going to cut my losses and run. That's more than I need, which is fine if you're always profitable, but you do sort of lose the opportunity to really make serious money. So by doing this, you concentrate much more on the movement and the pips rather than the money, and your sort of strategy's already there. So that is what we will be doing with this challenge. Now, one of the things I wanted to look at, we said about this before. Now you've seen it. This has actually moved hugely as a result from that. We're about to click over to that being closed. There you go. So one of the things I want to do is I actually just want to put a little trade on this. I'm expecting it to go down initially, but I do not want this trade to go that far at all. I just wanted to quickly do this quite simply because we are still in a range here. The MACD is still quite good. This isn't particularly strong. This is, but as it happens, we'll see how we go. When you trade, you tend to enter on having an idea within a trade. And the best thing, unless it all looks like it's going very wrong, is to stick with it. An example of this is here. You'll see at that point there, I got very close to it hitting the stop loss, which was just below the line, but it kept going and hopefully will take profit. So, great news. The Euro USD trade that I had going has now closed. So we traded it this morning, we traded it down and we traded it back up again. Which is fantastic. So overall, the Euro USD has earned us about 10% of our account on 2 trades this morning, which is brilliant. So Euro USD is a fantastic one to keep following, basically because it's the most traded pairing. It has a very, very cheap entry point. So it is always worth just, if you can, intradaying the Euro USD. And at the moment, it's got quite a clear range. So we'll have a look and see how this one closes. But yes, so far so good. Something I just quickly want to touch on is when a trade starts going completely the way you don't expect it to, which is what we see in this case here. So what I'm hoping for is, you can see we're in a very strong downward trend, is that this would then go up, touch the previous level, and then continue going down, which is what I'm hoping it will do. However, this is obviously why we have the stop loss here to sort of hope that from happening. But this is actually a trade that was mentioned on Bloomberg this morning, which I was pretty chuffed about, for something to go down. If we have a look in the day chart, you can see it's a very strong pattern. So it would lead you to believe that it would keep going down to this level down here. However, it's not always the way. So let's have a look. I'm just going to keep the screen rolling and we'll see if it does anything like I expect it to. So I just want to wrap it up at this point. We did £23.27 today, which is 10% of the account size, which I actually feel is quite good. I mean, if we can do this every day and do 10% every day, then this will be over in a jiffy, which, I mean, would be great. So that's fantastic. Hopefully you've learned lots about this. I think the biggest learning curve I'm going to face is editing, so sorry if it's a little bit clunky, but I promise you it will get better. Give it a thumbs up if you find it useful, and please subscribe.